Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is Kaetech Digital. Now in today's video we are going to create this amazing website you see over here. Now this is a travel and tour website, okay? So that is what we are going to create. We're going to create a travel and tour website. Now in this website, if you are new over here, wouldn't know, but then if you are an old person over here or if you're an old subscriber over here, you realize that I have created a lot of travel and tour websites on this channel. I have at least 2 travel and tour websites on this channel, and then this particular one is different, quite different from the other ones that we created. Now this one, it's quite different because I'm going to use a different software to create this one, and this software is one of the best softwares around the world, and that is why I have decided to create this website for you guys to be able to learn how to create your own travel and tour website. Now this is the website that we are going to create. As you can see over here, this beautiful website. Okay, so we're going to create the header. Okay, as you can see, this have a very beautiful transparent header over here with the menu items on it, and then also a search icon over here, and then we have a big hero section over here, which says what experience great places around the world, with what a nice button over here. And then we also have the search bar over here. Okay, the search bar over here, you can search the trips, various trips on the website, from destinations to activities to what durations, and then budget. And then we also have what popular packages, so you can display any popular packages that you know that a lot of people book for it. And then also you can also display your featured trips over here. Okay, so any featured trips that you want to display on the front page, you can display it over here. So we have deals and discounts, so if you have any deals and discounts, you can also display it over here. And then we can also display popular destinations, so various destinations or popular destinations, you can display them over here, depending on the number of destinations you want to display. You can display them over here. And then we also have activities, so people can browse through the various activities on the website or on the various trips that they go. And then we can also display latest articles or posts over here. Okay, so that it will bring more users to our website. So this one helps us to get more users on our website, because people want to read about the various places around the world. And then we also have a small footer section over here which displays the copyright notice. Now basically this is how the website looks like. Okay, so now this is the activity side. Okay, so now let's go to the activity page. Now this is how the activity page also looks like. Okay, so as you can see, this page displays every activity on the website. And then we also have the trips. So these are the various trips on the website. Okay, so as you can see, we have different trip packages on the website, and you can search between destinations, price, duration, activities, trip types. Okay, all of them you can search between all of them. You can drag the slider of the price and also the duration over here. So the more durations you add, the more it increases. The more prices, the more the price become higher, the more it increases over here. Okay, when it is lower, it also reduces over here, and that is it. Now you can also search between this destinations over here. So this is how the trip page also looks like. And then we also have the destinations. So this is also showing all destinations, trip destinations that your website have. Okay, so it will be displayed over here. So as you can see over here, we have Accra, we have Dubai, we have London, we have Paris, and then we have New York, all of them displayed over here. So these are various trip destinations that we have on the website. And then the next one is the account page. Okay, so this is your dashboard. So any user that land on the website, who books, the how do you call it, who book any trip package will have what, will have this dashboard over here. Okay, so that is it. And then basically that is how and then we also have the what, the contact page, which shows what, contact details of your what, of your website. So this is how the website looks like, and I'm going to take you through how I designed this website. We're going to design this website step by step so that you have what, an idea, or first-hand experience in creating what, a Tor website. So if you are new over here, I will entreat you to what, like and subscribe to the channel. Let's grow together, and then become a bigger community of web designers. And then also, if you are an old subscriber, thank you for coming back again. And then please continue to like the channel, share it to your your friends and families, and let's grow together. So without wasting my time, let's jump into how we will create this website step by step. Okay guys, so to create a website like this, now we need a domain name. We also need hosting. Okay, now to be able to get domain name and hosting, go to a new tab. Okay, type in kaetechdigital.com/namecheap. Okay, just type in this one over here, kaetechdigital/namecheap. Now it's going to take you to this place, a new place whereby you'll be able to get cheap domain to buy. Okay, so as you can see, we are over here. Okay, so over here you can be able to search for any domain that you want, and then also what, also buy it. So make sure that you type in kaetechdigital.com/namecheap, and then it will bring you over here, and then you'll be able to what, you'll be able to buy it. Now I'll leave the link in the description, so that if you want the link, you just click over it, and then you'll be able to what, you'll be able to get to this place and then buy your what, your domain name. Now of course it is an affiliate link. If you click on it and then you use it to buy, you are helping the channel to also help us to be able to continue creating these amazing videos for you guys. So it's very simple. Just type in any domain name that you want. So let's say let's tor .com, and then just search for it. Now if it has been taken, it will tell you that the name is not available, or maybe somebody have taken it, and then you'll be able to search for a different one, and then go ahead and then purchase it, and then use it to create your website. Okay, so as you can see, let's store has already been taken. Okay, so let's say let's store the world. Okay, so let's store the world, and then let's see if it has already been taken. Okay guys, so as you can see, you can see it over here. Okay, so it is available. So all what we need to do is to just click on what, add to cart over here. So just click on the add to cart, it will be added to cart. Okay, and then we can also at the same process buy what, our hosting. So this one is added to cart. Now at the moment you add it to cart, you find SSL, you find VPN, you find a whole lot of things. You find even WordPress hosting, web hosting, and then a whole lot of things over here. But don't worry, don't use any of these ones. Okay, don't buy any of these ones. Now let's go to hosting over here, and let's go to shared hosting. Now there are a lot of hosting packages over here, but we're going to use the shared hosting. Okay, because that one is the most the cheapest. That one is the cheapest, so that is what we're going to use. So we're going to use the shared hosting. So as you can see, we have what, various share hosting packages. Okay, so we have as low as 2.18 per month. Okay, as you can see over here, and then the total year you pay what, you pay 25.88, and then it will renew at what, 49.88, which is what, which is cheap. Okay, and then you can use it to what, to create 3 websites. Okay, now if you choose the second package, which is the Stellar Plus, which I normally like choosing that one, you can what, get you can save as what, 51% on the first year, and then you are just going to pay what, 37.88, and then it will what, renew at 78.88. And then if you're a web designer and if you're working for somebody, different clients, you can choose this one, because you can use it to what, build unlimited websites, and then you get a free also domain on it. And then also you are going to get what, unlimited SSD, unlimited domain base mailboxes, and then auto backup. Okay, so this is the best. Now if you are going to create e-commerce website, then I'll entreat you to what, also choose the Stellar Business, or if your website is that big, then you choose the Stellar what, Business, so that you have a lot of space to do everything that you want to do. So just choose any package, just to choose a package, and then you'll be good to go. So if this is what you want, just click on it to get started, and then connect it with the what, with the domain that you want to purchase. Okay, so they're already in cart domain. Okay, and then that is what, this one, and then the billing cycle is yearly. This fee, ICANN fee, is what is always applicable, so make sure you note it. So as you can see, in total the domain is what, 5.66 per year, and then which is what, it will be billed yearly. And then the how do you call it, the shared hosting, or the hosting package, is also what, 37.88, which in total you're not even paying up to $50. I mean, you're starting a whole big business and you're not even paying up to $50. That is what, that is it. So this is the only amount you're going to spend in what, creating the website. So make sure that you go through the process of what, buying it. Just click on add to cart. Let me see. So let's click on add to cart to add everything to what, to the cart. And then this is what we are going to what, we're going to pay. Okay, so as you can see, we're going to pay only what, 43.54 USD. Okay, which is so cheap. Okay, which is so cheap. Now this is the only cost that you're going to what, you're going to bear. Okay, so you click on confirm. Okay, just click on confirm, and then if you don't have an account, proceed to what, create an account over here. Okay, so you'll be able to what, create an account over here. Just create the account that you want to create, do everything, and then click on what, create account and continue. Okay, and then purchase your domain. You add your card and everything, and then what, purchase your domain. Now once you buy your domain, you will be able to install WordPress in it. Go to the cPanel to install WordPress in it. Now I'll leave a link in the description for those of you. I don't want this video to be very long, that is why I'm cutting it short. I'll leave a link to in the description for those of you who want to learn how to install WordPress from the cPanel, so that you can be able to what, install WordPress from the cPanel, and then you can be able to what, use it. So I'll pause and then install the WordPress, and then we'll come back again. Okay guys, so this is our dashboard. Okay, so this is our WordPress dashboard. Now I've installed WordPress, everything on it. If you don't know how to install WordPress, now like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for you. You'll be able to learn how to install WordPress on your on your new bot domain, or on your old domain. So this is our our WordPress dashboard. This is how it looks like. Okay, so the first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some few settings over here. So I'll go to screen options, and then I'll untick all these things over here, because I want my dashboard to be to be so clean. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to settings, and then go to general. Okay, so I'm going to fix some few settings on our website. So as you can see, the blog name and all those things are not set. I'm going to set it. Okay, so let's say the name of the website is what, Let's Store. Okay, and then This one says what? Experience the world. Experience the world. Okay, so experience the world. That is our tagline. And then make sure that you have your WordPress URL set up. You have your site address also set up. Make sure that it is the same as your URL. Okay, and then your admin email address. And then if the website is a membership website, anyone can register, which it is, because we're going to book tours and other things. We'll be doing registration on the website, so anyone can be able to register on the website. And then everything is set up your time zone and other things. Okay, make sure that you set up everything correct. Now I'm going to choose the time zone as what? Accra. Okay, so I'm going to choose Accra, and then I'm going to click on save changes. Okay, so now that everything is done, everything is good to go, what we need to do is we need to go to let's go to writing and see what is over there. For writing, we're not going to do anything over there. Let's go to reading 2. For now, we're not going to do anything over there. Now the next one we're going to go is what? Permalinks. Okay, so we're going to set our permalinks. Now the permalinks are the links on the website. Okay, so how do you want our links to behave? Now we want it to behave as what? As a post name. Very simple one. Okay, so your website address / the name of the post. So if it is the home page, your website address / home. If it is what a dashboard, your website address / dashboard, and that is it. And then click on what? Save changes, and then let's go. Now that everything is done, we are good to go. So first things first. So our first thing is done. The next one is what? To install a theme. Okay, now we're going to install a new theme to make our website looks great. Now as you can see, this is how our website looks. Let's open it in a new link so that you get a fair idea of what I'm talking about. This is our website. Okay, a newly installed WordPress website looks like this. Okay, so just the the name of the website over here, and then the name of the page, which is a sample page, and then a post on it, which is what? Hello world. Okay, and then your footer, just simple like this. Okay, that is what a website, WordPress, a sample page, or newly installed website. That is how it looks like. Okay, now we are going to we're going to install a theme. Okay, so that the theme will be able to help us design the kind of website that we want. Themes are the building blocks of every website. Okay, they are like a template, or they are like a template. Okay, so what you're going to do is you need to have that thing so that it can be able to help you design the kind of website that you want. And in choosing a theme, since you are designing a travel and tour website, we need to choose a theme that will be able to help us design that travel and tour website. Okay, and that is it. To be able to install a new theme, what we're going to do is we're going to hover on theme appearance over here, and then you click on themes. Okay, so just click on themes. Now this page will open for you. Now click over here which says add new theme, or on the top over here which says add new. Okay, so I'm going to click on add new theme. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a theme called travel booking. Okay, so I'm going to look for this one. Okay, as you can see, this is what I'm looking for, travel booking. Okay, so just install it and then activate it. Okay, very good. So now that it is activated, it will tell you to install some themes. Okay, which are the recommended themes for recommended plugins. Sorry, it will tell you to install some plugins, which are the recommended plugins for the theme to function. Okay, so you know that we are dealing with a travel and tour website. So these plugins are basically for to add some functionalities to the theme that we have already installed. So just click over here which says begin installing plugin. Okay, so click on it and then click over here, tick all of them, and then over here on the bulk actions, click on it and then click on install, click on apply. Very good. So all our plugins are installed successfully. Now let's return to dashboard. Now it's gonna take you through some few onboarding process. Okay, so if you can decide to just quit and then return to dashboard, or let's click on let's get it. So we're gonna say let's get started. Okay, so click on it. Now over here it will tell you to what, choose your currency. Okay, so the currency that you want, you choose it, and then the currency symbol to, you choose it, and then the separator, you make sure that you choose the kind of separator that you want, and let's click on continue. Now email settings, if you want to disable admin notification, you can disable it, and make sure that you put your sales notification email over here, and then also enable inquiry email, and then from, okay, from email. So I'm going to just use this one rather. I'm going to use this one rather, okay, instead of this one. I'm going to use this one, and then I'll say what, continue. Now the page settings, okay, so automatically it will create some new pages for you. Okay, so as you can see, it has already chosen the pages already, because it has created, at the moment you install the plugin, which is the WP travel engine plugin. Okay, it will what, install all these, it will create all these pages for you. Okay, so don't worry, you get the checkout page, terms and condition, the thank you page, the travelers information page, the the checkout page, and then the trip search results page. Okay, so after that, make sure that all of them are selected, and then you click on what, continue. Now your payment gateway, so you set up your payment gateway. Okay, now make sure that you set up your payment gateway. So I'm going to use book now pay later, okay, as my payment gateway. But of course, if you upgrade to the the premium version of the plugin, which is very very good, okay, now the premium have so many functionalities. Okay, so I'll do a different video about the premium version of this plugin, so that you get to know how the premium version looks like. But then this video is all about the free things. Okay, so we're not going to go into the premium now. What we're going to do is we're going to click on continue. Okay, very good. So your site is ready. Now you can decide to start creating your trip. Okay, so our site is ready. Let's click over here which says what, start creating our trip, or we can just forget about all of them and then just go to the dashboard. Okay, so let's go to the dashboard straight away. I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and then you see that we will have some new menu items over here which says what, trips, and then travel, WP travel engine. Okay, so the plugin that is going to help us create all our trips is the WP travel engine. Now of course we did not go through the process of installing the plugin, because at the moment you install the theme, okay, the theme which is the travel booking theme, will recommend the plugin for you, and then you'll be able to install it. Now if the theme did not, or maybe you're using a different theme, okay, but you still want to use this plugin, now just go to this website which says wptravelengine.com. okay, now I'll leave a link over there, okay, which is kaetechdigital.com slash WP travel engine. Okay, just go over there and then click on it. It will bring you to this side of the website. Okay, now this is the website of the the plugin that the themes and the plugin that you are using. So as you can see, we have the themes over here. We have the themes over here. Okay, we have the pro versions and the free versions. Okay, now the pro gives you more functionalities to work with. Okay, and then of course we also have the free ones too. So with the free ones, we have the travel booking and then the travel money. Okay, so we are using the travel booking theme. Okay, so that is it. Now if you want the plugin, okay, you can also check out most of the add-ons, or you can check out the pricings also over here. Okay, but we're not going to go into it that much, because this one have a lot of functionalities for you. Okay, but we're not going to go into it that much. What we're going to do is we are using basically the free things to design everything that we want to design. If you want to go to the pro version, then you can go over there and then use it. So if you install the plugin, you're going to have the trips and then our WP travel engine. Now the plugin, of course, you can go to plugins over here and then go to add new. You can go to add new, and then you can search for the plugin WP travel engine. Okay, so you can search for that plugin WP travel engine. Okay, so as you can see, this is the plugin, okay, that we are looking at, WP travel engine. Okay, so this plugin is what we are using. So as you can see, it is having 5-star ratings, okay, meaning that it is very, very good. Okay, it is very, very good. And then it has 7,000 active installations. Okay, so you can use this plugin to create any travel and tour website that you want to create. Now that we have the plugin installed and then done all the settings that we need to do, now let's hover on trips over here. Now you can check in all the the extensions of the plugin. Okay, if you want extensions, you can go over and then you can get more extensions of that particular plugin. Okay, so there are a lot of extensions over there, but we're not going to talk about extensions. We're going to talk about how to create the trips and make the website very, very nice. Now let's take a look at our website, how it's looking now. Let's refresh it. Okay, now this is how our website is now looking. Okay, even though we've installed a theme, but it still doesn't look the way we want it. Okay, if you look at this one and then you look at this one, it is way, way, way different. Okay, different. There are a lot of difference in it. So this one is very nice, and this one is not really nice, not really nice at all. This is not a really nice website. So what we're going to do is we are going to we're going to go under travels over here, hover on travels over here. Now we're going to add a trip, but before we add a trip, we are going to add some few things over here. So we go to pricing category. Okay, and then add our pricing category type. Okay, so I'm going to just add adult and then child. Okay, so that is what I'm going to add. I'm not going to add too many things over there, just adult. So we have adult. Okay, we have the price for adult. Okay, and the adult, you can give an age range. Okay, but I'm not going to give any age range. And then we have child. So I can decide to also give an age range for the child. So the child will be 0 to, let's say, 0 to 15. Okay, so 0 to 15. Now let me go and edit the adult, and then also make it 16 to 99. Let me make it 16 to 99. 16 to 99. Now of course I know a lot of you will say 16 is not adult, but then nowadays 16 years are all adult. Okay, they know their left and their right. So 16 to 99. Now that we have our pricing category set up, now let's go to the trip types. Okay, so we're going to go to trip types, and then we set up our trip type. Now looking at the trip types, what are the trip types that we have? So let me go to the trips, and then we see what trip types we can set up. We can set up a family trip. We can set up if you look over here, we have all the trip types over here. So we can set up family travel, holiday trips, honeymoon getaway, school trips. Okay, and all those things. You can set up all of them. So let's go to trip types over here, click on trip types, and then we're going to set up our trip types. Now the first trip type that we're going to set up is family travel, or family, let's say family trip. Okay, family trip. Now you can add an image of a family to it. So let's say we want to add an image. Now of course we don't have any images on our website yet, so let's add some few images on the website. So we're going to go to media library, and then we click, and then we select the images. So I'm going to go to desktop over here, and then I'll go to Tools. Okay, so I'll go to Tool over here, and then I'm going to select all these images. Okay, maybe I'll deselect some of them. So I'll deselect this one, and this one. Okay, and then I'll select all of them, and then click on open. So it's going to upload all our images for us, and then we can use the images to work on whatever we want to work on. Okay guys, so now that it is all our pictures are uploaded, we're going to select some few ones over here. So let's choose this one for the family. Okay, these are just random images that we are choosing, and then you can add a short description and then long description depending on what you want. But I'm not going to add anything. I'm just going to click on add new trip type, and then I'll come to honeymoon trip. Okay, so honeymoon trip, and then also I'll add some picture to it. So let's say let's pick this one over here. Now of course we could have picked this one for the honeymoon, but let's pick this one over here, and then add the trip type. Now let's go to another one, which we're going to add only 4 trips. Okay, so let's go to another one which says let me check and see, holiday trip and then school trip. Okay, so let's say holiday, and then we add let's add this building to it, or let me add this one, the Paris building, and then I'm going to add new trip, and then the next one is school trip. So the same way we're going to add this one. So I'm going to choose this one, and then I'll add this one, and then I'll add new trip. Okay, so now that I'm done with this one, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to activities over here. So with the activities tool, we're going to select all, we're going to check all activities or add all activities that we want. So if you come over here, we have hiking, hot air balloon, jungle safari, and then paragliding. We also have you can have football, soccer, you can have swimming, you can have a whole lot of stuff. Okay, so these are the 4 things that I'm going to add: hiking, hot air balloon, and then jungle safari, and then paragliding. Okay, so I'm going to add hiking. Okay, I'm going to add hiking. Let me add the image to it. So with the hiking, I don't have hiking image over here, but let's say I'm choosing any image for hiking. Okay, so let me choose this image for hiking, even though it is not hiking image. So I'm going to choose this image for hiking. I'm going to add new activity, and then come over here, and then I'll say hot air balloon. Okay, let me see. Yeah, and then jungle safari, and then paragliding. So I'm going to add the image. So hot air balloon, I'm going to add this image, and then I'm going to add new activity. Then I'll come here and say jungle safari. Okay, the same way I'm going to add, so there's no jungle over here, but let me just use this one. Okay, and then say add new activities, and then I'll come over here, and then the last one is paragliding. Okay, so this one over here, and then I'll say or instead of paragliding, because I've used the paragliding picture for the hiking, I'm going to say sight seeing. Okay, and then I'm going to add the this one over here, which is the Dubai barge, or is it barge? Is that how they say it? Okay, fine. I cannot pronounce it, or I don't know how to say it. So let me just move on to it, and then just choose it, Okay, then I'm going to add new activities. Okay, so I have these 4 activities also added. Now I'm going to destinations. Okay, so destinations. So with the destinations also, we're going to add our destinations. So I'm going to have Dubai Dubai as our first destination. Okay, so Dubai is our first destination. You can add the description and the short description, but I won't add anything. And then we're gonna select our Dubai image. So we're gonna select this image for Dubai, and then we're gonna add new image, and then we're gonna have let me say Accra. Okay, that's where I live, Accra. And I'm gonna choose this building for Accra. Yeah, and then I'm gonna add new destinations, and then I'll come to New York. Okay, and then I'm gonna add an image for New York, and then I'll add new destination, and then I'm gonna come for London. I'll add new image, the London Bridge, and then I'm gonna choose image, and then I'm gonna add new destination, and then the last one is gonna be Paris. Add an image, so I'm gonna choose this one for Paris, add it, and then I'll say add new destination. So I have this 4 destinations also set up. Now the next one that I'm gonna go is to add the trip. Okay, so now that we have our destinations, our activities, our trip type, and then our pricing category set up, now we can go ahead and add a new trip. So let's add new. Click on add new under trips. Click on add new. Okay guys, so I'm going to close this one. Okay, now this is the trip page. Okay, how it is it doesn't even though it looks similar to your normal WordPress page editor. Okay, but this have a lot of things that you have to fill. Okay, so now what trip are we going to add? So let's say we're going to add let's say a trip to Dubai. Okay, so a trip to Dubai, or holidays in Dubai. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this one, holidays in Dubai. Okay, so this is the trip that we are going to add. Okay, now remember that there are some few settings that we haven't done, especially with the trip fact. Okay, so we have not done the trip fact and all those things, but we will get over there. So let's copy this one, copy it, and then come to add, and then that is a title. So we're going to paste the title over here. Okay, and then you can decide to give a little bit of description. Okay, so I'm going to give this kind of description over here. Just copy and paste. Okay, not anything new. So the description about the the trip, you can put it over here. Okay, and then with a general the trip code is this one. It's automatically generated, or you can add your own trip code. And then also the duration, how many days do you want, days and nights. Okay, so let's say we want 5 days. Okay, and then also 5 nights, and then we want to you can enable cut off time. So enable the cut off time for the trip bookings. The cut off time will be the time before which bookings are allowed to for the trip. So you can decide to enable this time, so that after some time no bookings can be booked again. Okay, and then you can also decide to set a minimum and a maximum age limit for that particular trip that you are setting. So set a minimum and maximum participant too. So maybe you need just 50 participants. You can decide to set them all up. Okay, so it all depends on you. So if you say you want to enable cutoff time, then the cutoff time enter trip cutoff value in number of days. If you set your cutoff time to be 1 day, the product cannot be booked with a start date today. If 2 days, the product cannot be booked with the start date and today, your start date today and tomorrow. So you need to set up like a cutoff time, which is, let's say, 365 days or maybe 30 days. Okay, it means that you are given 30 days for the trip date to be booked. Okay, I'm not going to set up any cutoff time. And then when you set up a minimum and a maximum age, so let's say the minimum age, you want a minimum age of, let's say, 16 and a maximum age of, let's say, 59, or let's say 60 years. Okay, it depends on you. And then set a minimum and maximum participant. So the minimum participant, you want maybe 15 participants, and the maximum participant, you want maybe 50. Okay, all depends on what, on you. So now that we have this one done, we can save and then what, continue. Now we have what, add a new package. So these are what, packages. Okay, now if you look at this one over here, if you click on what, check availability, it will take you to what, you see this one says what, package type. Okay, so let's say we want to book here, it is what, it says what, package 1. Okay, package 1, because it is only one package which is on it. Okay, so if you go over here, it is only one package which is on it. Okay, but assuming you have 2 or more packages, you see all those packages in it. Okay, so that is it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new package, and the package name that we're going to give it is let's say we say package 1. Okay, and then we can click here to edit the pricing. So as you can see, we have adult and then we have child. Okay, now since our age limit is what, is for adult, we're just going to what, use what, adult. Okay, so the adult price, we're going to say maybe 15, or let's say 10,500. Okay, per person, right? And then if it is for sale, you can what, you can, and then enter the sale price. So let's say the sale price is what, 9999. Okay, 900 and what, 9,999. Okay, and then the minimum person is 1, and then the maximum person is, let's say, 50. Okay, so minimum person is 1 and the maximum person is what, 50. And then want to provide group discounts and increase. Now if you want a group discount and increase, then you have to what, get the extension. Okay, but we don't want all those things. We just click on what, save, and then what, continue. Now you can add another package also. Okay, so all depends on what, all depends on you. Now mostly the package can also be basically be the package based on the age and all those things. Okay, so let's say I want to add a new package here. Now this package is what, package 2, and then I'll click on edit over here. Now I'll still go for adult. Okay, and then I'll say maybe let's say the first one we did what, 10,000, is it 10,500? Yeah. Okay, so this one we're also going to say 9890. Okay, so 9890 per person. Okay, and then it is also on sale, so we're gonna say what, 8999. Okay, and then this one around, the minimum will be what, will be 5 per person, and the maximum will be what, will be 50. Okay, that is for this package. And then we click on it, save, and then what, close. Now we have 2 packages done. We can click on what, continue. Okay, so over here, because we are using the free, we cannot add any extra services unless we use the extensions. Okay, so let's click on continue, and then overview. Okay, so the overview also, you can write something about about the trip. Okay, so the anything about the trip that you want to write, you can easily write it over here. Okay, so any long thing that you want to write about the trip, you can write it over here. And then the trip highlights. Okay, so you can add some few highlights over here. Okay, so anything that you want to highlight about the trip, you can do it over here. Now I'm not going to waste time over there. I'm just going to click and save and continue. And then the itinerary. Okay, so day one, what are you going to do? Now if you look at this this one over here, the itinerary, okay, on this one says arrival. Okay, so day one is arrival. So we copy this one, come over here, and then paste this one over here. And then we can also copy some short notes from here, copy it, and then come over here and then paste it over here. Now we can add second itinerary, which is what Dubai Adventure Park. Okay, so we copy this one, we come over here, paste it over here. I'm going to copy this one, copy it, and paste it over here. So basically they are going to go to a Dubai Adventure Park. And then also day 3, which is what day 3, where is it? Yeah, this one, which is what full day tour with entry ticket to what Burj Khalifa. Okay, so yeah, so it's Burj Khalifa. Yeah, so we're gonna paste this one over here, copy this one, and then paste this one over here. Okay, so let's go to day 4. Now day 4 is also a Dubai Red Dune Desert Safari. Okay, so people are going to ride camels, sandboarding, BBQ options. All of them are available. Okay, so we give people the chance to be able to do whatever they want to do. So that is day 4. Okay, so day 4, we paste this one in. Let me copy this one, and then come and paste it. Now remember, you have to write your own description. With this one, it is just video tutorial. That is why I'm going through it this way, so that you'll be able to know how we created this one for free without buying anything. Okay, so the next one is Dubai Marina Yacht Tour. Okay, they also give you a breakfast BBQ. So we add this one over here, and then I'm just going to copy this one and then paste it over here. So we have 5 itineraries done. Now what we can do is click on save, and then continue. Now the next one is session title, the includes and then excludes. Now if you go over here, we have the cost. Okay, so this cost, we have the includes and then excludes. So the title should be cost. Okay, the cost, and then cost includes. Okay, so what are the includes of the cost? So let me just copy this one. So the cost includes international fare, visa charges, all those things over there. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to come over here and paste this one also over here. So as you can see, this one is pasted over here. Now the same thing is the cost excludes. Okay, so the cost excludes, I'm not going to write anything over there. All what I want to write is the list. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, copy this particular list over here, copy this particular list over here, come over here, and then paste in the list over there. Now save, and then continue. Okay guys, so now we have the trip info. Okay, we have the trip info. Now session title, enter trip info title. Okay, so global trip info, please add trip info in the general settings first. So what we're going to do is we have to add trip info in the general settings. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Okay, I don't want to close this, the other one, and then I'll go to WP settings over here. Now let's let it travel settings. Let's let it load, and then after that we click on what, we hover over here, and then let's go to settings. Okay, let's go to settings and then do some few settings over there. We're going to add a tree. Now let's skip it. If you can, you can allow and continue, but I'm going to skip it, okay, so that I wouldn't be asked to do something again. Okay, so as you can see, all the other pages were created, and then it has been what, sorted out over here. Okay, now we have the trip info, which is over here. So click on it, and then over here is where we're going to add all our trip infos. Okay, so click on the trip info over here. Now as you can see, this is what the minimum age icon, and then what, the maximum what, age icon. Okay, so add trip highlight. Okay, so you can what, decide to what, add your own trip highlight. Okay, and that is what, basically the trip info highlight. So if you look at this one over here, we have these two things over here. Now we're going to add what, transportation. I'm going to add transportation. Okay guys, so let's copy transportation over here, and then let's come to the trip info over here, and then add this one over here. Now this is a help text. Okay, so it means that you can add any text over here. I'm going to leave it as blank. I'll come again, and then I'll also add accommodation. Okay, I'll copy accommodation from here, and then I'll come to trip highlight. I'll add this one over there. I'll add another trip info highlight. I'll come to language, copy it, come over here. Now you can add your own thing. Okay, for me, I'm just adding what I have already created. The same thing applies to this one also. The season. Okay, so best season. I'm also going to add this one over here, and then paste it over here. Now I'll go to meals. Okay, so for meals, I'll copy it, I'll come over here, add info highlight, and then paste in the info highlight in it, and then I'll come to group size. Okay, so group size, add trip highlight, and then paste in the trip highlight in it. So when you are done, okay, all what you need to do is just click on save, and then what, continue. So the settings have been saved successfully, and then what these are what, all the trip what highlight. Okay, now you can also add trip info over here. Okay, so this is what group trip highlight. You can also add the trip info what over here. So to add the trip info, just click on add trip info. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to copy the same group highlight, and then just copy it, bring it over here, add an icon over here. So transportation, so we're going to search for what, for car. Okay, so we're going to search for just car. Okay, so I'm going to use this one as what, as the icon, and then we will choose input type, or like input type. So what input type are we going to use? We're going to use transportation. We're going to use what, text. Okay, so we are going to use what, text over here. Now you can decide to type a placeholder for it, but I'm going to leave it as it is, and then I'll add the same I'll add some few other things to it. So the same thing, accommodation, I'll copy it over here, paste it over here, add fact icon. So let's say building. Okay, let me look for building and see if I'm able to find some buildings for it, or even you can even type in what, hotel. Okay, depending on what you want. Yeah, so I'm going to use this building over here, and then I'll choose input type. It is also going to be what, text. Okay, now you can add your placeholders over there. I'll also use so I'm going to add some few things over here. Now the next one I'm going to add is what, language. Okay, so let me go for language. Okay guys, so we're going to add language over here. So language, and then we select what, we add our what icon fact. Okay, fact icon. So the language, we're going to choose what, this one. Okay, so you can decide to search for what language. Okay, so let's say language. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one as the language. Okay, and then I'm still going to choose what, text area. Now you can select a text. You can select anything that you want to select over there. Make sure that whatever you select depict whatever you want it to be typed in it. So I'm going to say text, and then I'm add another trip info, which is what, best season, meals, and then group size. So let's say I add meals. Okay, choose an icon for it. So I'm going to choose let me look for meals and see if I can find meals. Okay, so there is no food in it, so I'm going to find utensils. Okay, so utensil, I'm going to choose this one, which is a spoon over here. So I'm going to add it to it, and then it's still also going to be a text. Now of course I spelled the meals wrong, so this is what the correct one. Now I'm going to add another one, which is what, best season. Okay, so let's say best season. Okay, so the best season, let me look at the icon. Okay, so I'm going to look for let's say, is it weather or whatever it is. Okay, so you can look through and then what, look for the best icon that you feel is suit. So let's say weather. Okay, so weather is not good for it, so let's say season. So season 2 is not good, then let's say sun. Okay, very good. So I'm going to choose this one over here. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one, and then this one to text. Okay, now the last one is the group size. So I'll say what, group size, size. Okay, with the group size, we're going to pick any person to represent it. So I'll say maybe user. Okay, and then I can choose anybody over here. So I'm going to choose this guy over here, and then with the size, because it will be number, I'm going to pick what, number. Okay, I'm going to pick number. So I think this is all that we've done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on what, save, and what, continue. Okay, so now that I have my group info, or info, trip info, and then the how do you call it, global trip highlights done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and then I will save this one as draft. Okay, and then I will refresh the website to make sure that everything that we did will reflect over here. Okay, so now that I have everything set up, now I can go ahead and then what, continue with what I'm doing. So I'll click on save and continue. Of course, these are the packages that we created. Save and continue. No extra services, so we continue. And then this is the overview of what we did. Okay, so we're gonna click on continue. Okay, so you can decide to add the trip highlight, but I'm not going to do it. So I'll click on save and continue, and then with the itinerary over here, so as we did it, we're gonna click on save and continue, and then with the the includes and then excludes, so we have done it. We're gonna click save and continue, and then here comes the trip info. Okay, here comes the trip info, because we've added the trip info to it. Now you can see that everything is showing over here. Okay, so now you make sure that you have the heading all done. So I'm going to copy this one as a trip fact, and I'll come over here and then make it as the heading. Then I'm going to select this what I did at the other side. Okay, the global trip info side. What I'm going to do, the first one is transportation. Okay, just add fact. Yeah, and then you can what place in anything that you want to what place over here. So I'm going to copy this one, which says what comfortable car to make you relax. Okay, so I'm going to paste in over here, and then the next fact I'm going to add is what accommodation. Okay, so I'm going to what add it over here, and then that one also says what it says 5-star executive what suite. Okay, so we're going to give 5-star executive suite accommodation to what to our travelers. So I'm going to what add another one also which says what meals. Okay, so I'm going to add the meals, and then with the meals we have what vegetarian, non-vegetarian, and then what vegan. Okay, so I'm going to place it also over here. Okay, and then another fact that I'm going to add is what let's add language to it. So I'm going to add a language, and then I'll go over here to pick the language as what as English. Okay, now depending on the place you are going and the kind of language that they speak over there, you also what have to make sure that you type in all kinds of languages over here. And then also another one that I'm going to add is what the best season. Okay, so I'm going to what add the fact, and then I'll say what suitable for suitable throughout what the year. Okay, and then I'll paste in over here, and then the group size, which is the last one, and then I'll add a fact, and then we said the group size is what 50. Okay, or we can decide to make it to a 5 to is it 15 to 50, right? Yeah, 15 to what to 50. So as you can see, because it is what it is not let's say text. Okay, all these ones are text, but because this one we said it is what number, we cannot type in any text over there. So let's try and type in a text. It will not happen. Okay, it wouldn't happen. I'm trying to type in a text, but it's not happening. But if you paste in a number, it's going to what it's going to pick it. Okay, so that is it. So now that we've done with it, now let's save it and continue. Now we have what gallery. So image gallery, we can what enable the image gallery, and then we can add as many images that we want to add depending on what the images that we have for that particular trip. So we say we are going to Dubai, so let's pick some few images over here. So I'm going to pick this one, and I'll hold command and then select another one. I'm just picking some few images, okay, just to make my website really nice. Okay, so don't mind me if I pick any image which is not related to Dubai. It is okay. I'm just picking some few images. So make sure that your images correspond to wherever you are going. Okay, so we select the images, and then we bring it over here. Now you can also decide to add video gallery. Okay, so how do you add video gallery? You can decide to add go to your YouTube. Okay, so we're going to go to Dubai, and then we're going to go the Burj Khalifa. Okay, Burj Khalifa. So what we're going to do is we're going to search for Burj Khalifa over here, and then add that video of any Burj Khalifa that we will see on YouTube, and then we add a link over there. So you can add like Vimeo or YouTube URL over here. Okay, which will appear in your website. Very, very nice. So I'm going to search for let it load, and then after that I'll search for Burj Khalifa, and then I'll see what will happen. So I'm going to search for is it Burj Khalifa? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to search for the Burj Khalifa. Okay, so this is a video of Burj Khalifa, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that video, the video URL or the link, okay, address, and then I'll come to my trip, and then I'll paste it over here, and then I'll click on add video. So as you can see, the video is added over there. Now you can add as many videos that you want to add, and that is it. Now let's click on save and continue. Now you can also add maps over here. Okay, so the map title, I'm just going to give it map, and then you can decide to upload the map image or the iframe code. So I'm going to upload the iframe code. So I'll go to Google Maps, okay, google.com. I'm going to go to google.com, okay, just go to google.com, and then we are going to search for Dubai map over there, okay. So let's say Dubai, okay. So Dubai, yeah, because we're going to Dubai, so we're going to search for Dubai, and then let's go to maps, okay. Let's go to maps. Okay, so as you can see, the Burj Khalifa is over here, okay. It's positioned over here, very one of the tallest building in the world right now. So this one is the Burj Khalifa. Now we want to copy the iframe code, okay. So now how do we copy the iframe code of a map? Now it's very simple. All what we need to do is to click on the share button over here. So just try and then click on the share button, okay. So click on the share button, it will open this pop-up for you, and then what you're going to do is, you see this one which says embed a map. Just click on it, okay. Now this one says iframe, okay. So this is what you see over here. So this is the iframe code that we're going to copy. Now of course you can change the size to either large or whatever it is, or medium. So I'm going to copy this iframe code, okay. I'm going to copy it, and I come over here, and then I'm going to paste that code over here, okay. So this is the iframe code that I've copied and pasted over here, okay. So that is it. So now I can save and then continue. Okay, so now we also have FAQs, okay. So now FAQs are they are frequently asked questions that people want to ask about a particular trip, okay. So what you're going to do is we're going to give a title to it, which is the FAQs, and then we add some few FAQs over here. So in this one, as you can see, we have the FAQs over here, okay. Now I said, where will we visit in Dubai, okay. So we can just copy these answers, and then just add the first FAQ, which says where will we visit in Dubai, okay. And then we paste the answers over here, okay, so that people will know where they're going to visit when they enter Dubai, okay. Now you can also add different ones over there. So I'm going to add the second one, which says will I pay for tickets in Dubai? So will I pay for tickets in Dubai? I'm going to copy the answer and come over here and say yes, you're going to pay for tickets in Dubai. So will I pay for tickets in Dubai? Okay, so yes, you pay for all places you visit in Dubai if it is not covered by the trip cost, okay. So you can add different FAQs. I'm not going to waste time over here. Now let's move on to another one. So let's save and continue, okay. So that is for the FAQs. And then we also have file downloads. Maybe you want them to download some files, okay, when they are booking the tour, okay. Maybe some guidebooks and other stuff, offline maps, brochures, and all those things. Now if you want this if you want this file download extension, you need to download the extension of this plugin, okay. So for us, we are just using the free version, so we click on continue. Now I think that is all. So the last one is the file download. So that is all for our our trip settings, okay. All these things we've covered all of them. Now of course, with the general over here, and then with the overview over here, we can insert the trip path over here, okay. Now if you go to trip info over here, you see that they said note, you can use this shortcode to display trip info to this trip in post pages, tabs, or use this snippet, okay. So we're going to copy this shortcode over here, okay, because we want the trip info to appear just above the long text over here. Okay, so now how do we do it? Now we go up over here, and then I'm going to what? Okay, so I'm gonna go over here, click over here, and then click on what? This insert or plus icon over here. Now I'm going to add a new block. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for what? Short code. Okay, so short code. Now remember, this is Gutenberg block, so I can add a short code in it. Now the short code is what? Is that one that we copied, which is the trip info short code. Okay, the ID is 34. Okay, so that is it. Now that we have this one done, now let's click on the trips over here, and then we are going to what? Make sure that we set up our destinations, our activities, our trip type, featured image, the accept, and all of the discussions. Okay, so basically we're going to start from destinations. Now where are we going? We're going to Dubai, so we click on what? Dubai. That is why we added the destinations and all these things first. Okay, now activities. What activities are we going to do over there? Now of course we're going to do hot air balloon, we're going to do sightseeing. Okay, we're not going for hiking, we're not going for jungle safari. Okay, now trip type. Okay, so what trip type are we having? It's a holiday trip, it could be a family trip, it could also be what? A honeymoon trip. Okay, or it's not a school trip. No, this is not a school trip. So a featured image. Okay, so we select our featured image over here, and then we choose the image that we want it to be our featured image from the media library. So I'm going to choose the Burj Khalifa image, and then I'm going to set it as my featured image. Now I'm going to leave the accept and the discussion as it is. I'm not going to tamper with it. And then when everything is done, all what I need to do is to click on publish over here. So I'm going to publish it, and then let's take a look at how our trip is doing. Let's take a look at how the trip is if everything is done perfectly. Let's take a look at it. Yes, very good. So as you can see, everything is perfectly done over here. So nicely done. So these are all the trip parts over here, and then the images are over here. So if you click on the itineraries, you're going to see all the itineraries over here. Okay, and if you click on FAQs, you're going to see all the FAQs. If you click on maps, you're going to see all the maps. Now one thing is missing. I think we have to go over here and then check let me see the extras. Okay, now no, not extras, includes. Okay, so I don't know why the includes are not in here. Okay, so we have to add in all the the includes over here. So this is let me come over here. Oh no, sorry, this. Okay, so cost over here, and then I'm going to copy this one, which is the trip cost includes. Okay, so we forgot to add a heading to it, so this is the trip cost includes, and then the next one too is the trip cost exclude. Okay, so this is this one over here, the trip cost exclude. Okay, so we're gonna add this one over here. Now let me update it and see if it has been shown, or it has taken effect. Okay, so let me come over here, holidays in Dubai, refresh it and see if yes. So as you can see, the cost is now showing. Okay, the cost is now showing. So everything is now showing over here. Okay, so now we can glance through this one as it is over here. Okay, so let me see this one. Yeah, so everything is working perfectly. Okay, so now that we have everything perfectly working, now we can see that the booking side is not showing over here. The booking side is not showing over here. Now, is it that we did not configure something well? Let me try and see what is happening. Okay, so let me go to pricing and date. Okay, and let me go to edit. Okay, so we did not really configure this one. Okay, we did not. So we have to make sure that we choose distance, and then go to date, go to general, how you want it. Okay, and then let's click on what. So this one we said 10,000. So we're gonna save and close, and then package 2. Let's look at package 2 also. Package 2 is what is for child. Okay, so or 3. Oh yeah, it's still adult. Okay, so we did the settings alright, but we did not really save it. Okay, so let's save it. Okay, now let me go back again and see if it has still. Okay, so I'm going to save it. So everything is now done. Okay, so everything is now. Let me go back again, and then click on update over here to update the whole thing, and then let me go over here and see if the booking is now working. It's still not showing over here. It's still not showing over here. Now let me check again. Let me see. Okay guys, so I have fixed it, but I want to show you how I fixed this one. Okay, so this is the problem. Now if you set up your let's go back to the admin dashboard, and then if you set up your, let's go to the trips over here. If you set up your pricing category over here, okay, so the problem is from the pricing categories over here. Now if you set up your pricing category, make sure that within these two or the pricing categories that you set up, make sure that one of them is the parent category. Okay, so now if I go to edit over here, okay, now set the primary pricing. Okay, one of them should be the primary pricing category. It means that if you don't set up one of them to be the primary pricing category, the booking will not be available because there is no price to pick. Okay, so make sure that you set one as the primary pricing category, and that is the most important thing. So if you set it up, you're going to have the booking done over here. Now when it's done, have you seen this one which is transportation, accommodation, language, best season and meals? It is from the trip, the global trip info that we did. Okay, so what we're going to do is we want to ignore that one. We want to remove that one from it. Okay, so let's hover on WP engine over here. Now come to themes over settings over here. Sorry, not themes, settings over here. Now let's go to this one which says the trip info. Okay, so on the trip info tab, okay, click on it, click on the trip info, and then we're going to get the trip global trip info that we need. Okay, so just click on this one and then scroll down. You see that you have a global trip highlight. Okay, now we want to delete all of them, the one that we did. Okay, so we want to delete, we don't want any highlight. Okay, so we want to delete all of them so that we have a complete genuine a booking place. Now of course you can add all the highlights that you want to add, but for me I want to delete them, and then I'll click on save and continue. Now that you have this one also done, now let's go back over here, and then I'm gonna purge cache. So let me purge the cache, and you see that all of them will move away. Okay, so as you can see, all of them is gone. Okay, so now we have successfully done this one. Now what we want to do is we want to add some few other things over here. Okay, so at the sidebar over here we want to add the trip destination, the trip types, and all those things. We want to add some of them over here. Okay, so how do we add all of them over here? Now let's go back to our dashboard, and then hover on appearance over here, and then click on widget. Okay, so click on widget. Now we're going to add some few widgets on our sidebar. Okay, and that is what we're going to do. So you see WP engine sidebar. That is where we want to what? We want to add those widgets. So how can we add the widget? Now we're going to add this WP widget over there. So first of all, I'm going to add let me see. This is the featured widget. Okay, so I'm going to add a category widget. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it at the WP sidebar over there. So I'm going to add a category widget. Now what category am I setting? So this is what I'm going to go for trip types. Okay, so this is what trip types. Okay, now I'll just add 4 trip types, or let's say 5 trip types. Okay, and then click on save and done, and then we are done with that one. I'm still going to add another category. Okay, I'm going to add another category too, making 3. Okay, so this one we're going to say destinations. Okay, so we're going to say destinations. Okay, very good. So 5 destinations is set up. We click on done. Okay, and then this one we're going to say activities. Okay, so we also want to say activities. Okay, so we click on save and done. Now if you come to our trip that we created and we refresh it, we are supposed to see the effect taking place. Okay, so you can't see it over here. Now what we have to do is we have to purge the cache. Okay, so let's purge the cache. Now the caching plugin is very important because it speed up your website. Now as we purge the cache, have you seen it over here? Trip types, destinations, and then activities. Oh, activities, I spelled it wrong. Let me check it. Activities. Okay, so now that we have it's done over here, so now we are good to go. Now you can even add a contact form over here, but I'm not going to add it because we have the contact form also placed over here. Okay, so now I think everything is good to go. Everything is perfectly done. You can see your map over here. Okay, you can see the map over here showing over here nicely. You can see your FAQs, you can see the cost, you can see the itinerary, you can see the overview. Okay, and then you can also see some of the pictures and other stuff that you placed in it. Okay, so I think we are good to go, and then we are done with how we can create trips. Okay, how we can create trips. Now you can create different trips. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to go to the dashboard. Okay, so I want to exit the full screen mode and then click on all trips over here. Now what I want to do is I want to create some couple of trips on it. Okay, now I'll show you a trick. Okay, so I would just want to duplicate some of the trips. So where we say it, we clone some of them. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to clone the trip that we've created. So I'll click on the clone over here to duplicate the trip for me. Okay, so you see that it would duplicate it and then create a new with the same instructions, with the same things that we did for me. Now I'm just doing it just because of the tutorial over here. Now of course for you cannot be cloning and cloning. You need to add your own trips over there. So instead of maybe holiday in Dubai, I'm gonna say I will say maybe a trip to the motherland. Okay, so for those of you who want to visit Africa, okay, now this is destination is Accra. Okay, and then what are you going to do over there? Of course you're going to do the hot air balloon sightseeing, hiking, and then jungle safari. Okay, now it is a family trip, a holiday trip, and then it's not a honeymoon, it's also a school trip. And then I'm going to change the featured image over here. Okay, so I'm going to change the featured image and then use this one as a featured image, the Accra building as the featured image. And then you can go ahead and then do some few changes over there, but then because of the tutorial I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to publish this one. Okay, so you can check in your pricing, your pricing, and then the date and all those things. You can make sure that you select different pricing for it, but because of the video tutorial I'm not going to do that. So when you come to all trips over here, you're going to see the trips that we just cloned. Okay, so a trip to motherland. Now another one is, I still want to clone this one also, so I want to at least make sure that I have 4 trips on it. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. So I'll clone it. I'll click on the clone to clone it, and then I'll change the title and then make some few changes, and then we're going to have 4 trips on it. Okay guys, so as you can see over here, I have some few trips created over here. Okay, so I'm going to set some as featured. Okay, so I'm going to set some as featured, so I'm going to set even all of them as featured. Okay, so that I can use them over here. So if I click on the star over here, it means that I'm setting them as featured images. Okay, featured trips. Okay, so as you can see, these are all featured trips over here. Okay, now that I have this one done, what else do I have to do? Now we have to start creating our home page. Okay, now how do we create our home page? Now let's go to pages over here and click on all pages. Now these are the pages that we have. Okay, so these are all the pages that we have over here. Now if you look at the website, okay, now if you click on this logo over here, or the trip title over here, now this is how the home page looks like, and that is not what we want. Okay, so we go to pages, and then we don't have a home page created as pages. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new page. So we add new, click on add new to add a new page. Okay, now when you click on add new, it's very simple. Just write or type in your page title, and then just publish it. Okay, we're not going to do anything, just type in home over here. Okay, and then just publish it. Okay, that is all what we are going to do, just publish it. Now that we've created our home page, okay, what we're going to do is we want to go to settings over here, and then go to reading. We want to tell WordPress that this page that we've created is our home page. Okay, so as you can see over here, we have the reading settings, which says your home page displays. What do you want your home page to display? We want our home page at the moment it is displaying latest post. That is why you can see this hello world over here. Okay, because this is just a post item. Now what we want it to display is, we want it to display a static page. Okay, and the page that we've created is a static page, and that is how we want it. So we want this one to be check it as static, or select it as static, and then the home page will be will be the home. Okay, now of course we can decide to create post page 2, where all our posts will be there. Now for now I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to click on save changes. Okay, I will come over again when we created our home our post page. Okay, so now that we've created our we've told we've told WordPress that this is the home is our home page. So now if we refresh the website now, it's supposed to it's supposed to tell us that this is our home page. So as you can see, it has it has brought this home page with dummy images for us. Okay, these are all dummy images. These are all dummy images from from WP travel booking plugin. Okay, so not the plugin, the theme. Okay, so these are all dummy images. Now this is what we are going to do. We want to we want to delete all these ones, and then use our own things over here. Okay, because these are all dummy images. It's very simple. Let's go to customize over here, or if you're on the dashboard over here, hover on appearance, and then go to customize. Okay, so very simple. Let's go to customize, and then we're going to customize our home page for it to suit whatever that we want. Okay, we want our home page to display whatever we have created, not what it wants to display, and that is exactly what we are going to do over here. So first of all, first things first, we're going to set up what our site identity. Okay, now how do we set up our site identity? As you can see, there is what site identity over here. Okay, just click on it, and then we're going to set up a site logo. Okay, now the site logo, the best thing I've known about site logos is that about this the theme that we are using is that the dimensions they write over here sometimes is very small, but you need to make sure that the pixel is between 47 to, let's say, 50 or 60 by maybe 150 or 1, because the width should be a little bit long. Otherwise it's going to be very, very small and tiny over there. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one. This is what I'm going to choose, and then I'm going to click on select over here. Now as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, I'm going to skip cropping, and then you see how this one really looks like. It will be looking so tiny. Okay, very, very small over there. So as you can see, it looks a little bit small. Okay, and if I untick the site title and tagline, so that it will just remain you see that it is very, very small. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it and then select a new one. Okay, so I'll go to upload media over here, click on select files over here, and then choose a new image that I want to use. Okay, I'll choose the new image that I want to use. So let me see. Yeah, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, let me use this one rather, and then see if it fits in perfectly. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, so as you can see, this is 150 by 50. Okay, so this place is 50 and this one is 150. Okay, and the one that we chose first was 100 by 50, which was also very small. So let's look at the 150 by 50 and then skip cropping. We're gonna skip cropping. We don't want it to crop. So you realize that this one is a little bit bigger than the first one that we chose. Okay, so I like this one. I'm going to just click on publish. Okay, now site icon. The site icon is the one that appears over here. The icon that appears over here. So for us, we're going to choose this one as our site icon. Okay, and then we click on select. Now we're going to skip cropping. Okay, and then we just click on publish over here. So as you can see, the site icon has appeared over here. Okay, and that is it. Now let's go to appearance, and then you check on your colors. Okay, so for the colors, the theme, the free theme gives you only one, which is the background color. Okay, so if you want to get colors and other stuff, you need to upgrade to the pro version of the theme. Okay, now you can set up a background color for yourself, and then you can also load Google fonts, if you want to load it. But if you want more functionality of this theme, all what you need to do is to upgrade to the pro version, and then you get all the functionalities that you need. And then what we are basically doing here is the front page settings. So I just want to show you how you can you can do the front page settings. Now as you can see, our last video we did about tours, booking and tours, also have the same kind of functionality over here. So we have the banner, the search, all those things. Okay, so this is the banner, the hero section over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on banner search, and then you can change the how do you call it, the images over here. Okay, so you can use a different image you can add new image over here to change the image over here. Now if you want to add new image, you click on add new image over here, and then you can select any image that you want to use. So let's say I want to use the Burj Khalifa. I'll just click it and then skip cropping, and then I'm going to have the Burj Khalifa beautiful done over here. Okay, and that is it. Now if I want to change the words in this one, you see over here it says title, right? I can change in the words over here. So the words that we have on our other website is what, let me go to the website and then I'll see. It's what, experience great places around the world. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one and then come to customize and then just replace it over here. Okay, so experience great places around the world, and that is what we want to tell people. And then over here you can just either get started or view trips or whatever it is. So let's say we want to say view trips. So we can type in view trips. Now I want to make it to a capital, so view trips. Okay, so you can change it over here. Now the trip button, you can copy your trip types. Okay, so let's go to the trip or the pages over here, all pages, and then we can use those trip pages, okay, for our so this is trip type. Let me see. This is activities. Oh, okay, so we can use this one. Okay, copy the link over here and then come to customize over here and then paste it over here. Okay, so that when somebody want to view all the trips, the person can click over here, and then when the person gets to this place, the person can search between all the other trips that he or she would want. Okay, so that is how you can be able to add the link to this one. Okay, so let me just click on publish over here. Now of course, if you want to add a video, you can still do it. So you can use video instead of the picture. Okay, and then you can also add more pictures to it. So you can add more pictures to it, so that it will be changing for you. So you can select more pictures that you want. So I want to skip cropping. I can add another picture. Let's say I want to add 3 pictures. Okay, yeah, so that it will change as and when you want it to change. Skip cropping. Okay, then what we're going to do is we want to randomize the upload headers. Okay, so that it will change all the time. Okay, so it will be changing. Okay, now let's publish it, and then let's go back over here. Now we are done with the top. Okay, and then we can see our bar, trip bar 2 over here, search bar. Now let's go to popular packages. Okay, so with the popular packages, this is a search session. With the search session also, you can either enable or disable it. Okay, it depends on, and this is the about session. You can also decide to add some text widget over here. Okay, and then you have a read more button, but I'm not going to add all those things. And then the next one is the popular packages. Okay, so this is the popular packages over here. Now of course you can add any text that you want to add from here. Okay, so you can delete the text and make it empty, or you can decide to add text. So as you can see, if you scroll down over here, it says popular trip packages you need to check out. Okay, so I'm just going to enter this thing over here. Okay, just like that, and then enable popular package demo content. So we want to disable it. Okay, we don't want to enable it, so that this demo content will go away. Okay, will go away, and then we choose our own packages for it. So package number 1, we want to choose family day out. Package number 2, we want to choose honeymoon getaway. Package number 3, these are the trips that you've already created. Okay, trip to motherland. Okay, so these are the 3 packages that we want to it to be there. And then you can have view all packages or view details or whatever it is. You can so as you can see, the ones that we created has now appeared over here. So with the view all packages, we can still come and then select our trip search over here, the link, the URL, and then we paste it over here so that people will go to our trip page and then go and then check it over there. Okay, so now that we've done with it, all what we need to do is to click on publish over here to publish it. Now let's go back, okay, and then we have a call to action over here. You can decide to place a call to action, add a widget to place a call to action over here. Okay, we're not going to do that. Now we also have featured session. Okay, now this is the featured trip session. So let's go over there and then we enable featured session. Now over here it says this is the best place you show. So add all your the image that you want, some few details that you want to add at the trip session, the featured session over there. So I'm going to copy or delete all of them and then paste in what I copied. And then it also says enable featured demo content. Now we're going to untick this place. Okay, we're going to untick this place, and then we'll add our own things over there. So you can choose featured category trip, okay, or you can choose latest trip. Okay, so maybe you have a featured category, so you can use that one. Okay, so for me, I'm going to just use latest trips. Okay, so I want to make it 3. Okay, and then you can decide to choose 6 or whatever you want it, but I want to make it 3. And then the 1 I will say honeymoon getaway, the 2 I will say trip to motherland, and then the 3 I'm going to say holidays in Dubai. Okay, and then I'll also place in view all packages and all those things. You can put all of them over here, and then I'm going to copy the all the package results, search results URL, and then paste it also over here so that when somebody clicks it, it will send a person to a place for the person to also choose all the packages. So this one did not show because it is not a featured trip. So let's say family day out and see if it will show. Okay, so family day out too did not show. I don't know why it did not show, but the featured trip are supposed to be over here. So honeymoon getaway, or family day out is there, honeymoon getaway is there, a trip to motherland. So let's say this one. Let me see. Yes, very good. So we have all these things over here: holidays in Dubai, family day out, and then honeymoon getaway. So these are the 3 featured things that we set up. So because of the other one is not a featured trip, it wasn't showing. Okay, so we're going to publish it and then go back to the next session. Okay, so we have deals session. Okay, so we also have deals session. So these are the deals session over here. Okay, now how do you add this deal session? The same way we added the other ones, we can still add all the deal session over here. So with this one, I'm going to delete this one from here, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to disable the demo content. Okay, and I'm going to choose some deals for it. So all the ones that have deals, okay, and of course all of them have deals. So we have family day out, we have honeymoon, we have trip to motherland, we have, and then the 4th one is holidays in Dubai. Okay, so now that we have all of them set up, let's let it load and then we'll know what to do about it. Yes, so all the trips are all the deals are loading perfectly. Okay, so basically, a trip to motherland, holiday in Dubai, family day out. Oh, the other ones did not show. Okay, so I'm loading them. Yeah, very good. And then honeymoon getaway. Yeah, very good. So these are the 4 the 4 deals and discounts that we have on the website. Okay, now I'm going to paste in the link over here. Okay, so that when somebody needs more, the person can and then I'll click on publish to publish it. Okay, so now that I have this one also done, now the next one we're going is destination section. Okay, so all our popular destinations that we have, okay, we we'll place them all over here. Okay, so we want to disable the what, the the destination demo content, and then you can choose destination 1, we choose Accra. Destination 2, we choose Dubai. Destination 3, we choose London. Destination 4, we choose Paris. Okay, so you can choose 4 destinations over here. Okay, and then you can decide to what, use let me click on this one to view something, and then you can decide to copy the the destination URL. Okay, so let's go to pages over here, and then you realize that we have destinations over here. Okay, so destinations, I'm going to copy the URL. Okay, copy URL, and then come to customize, and now paste view all destinations. I'll paste it over here. Okay, so now that we have this one also done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish it. Okay, now I'm going to go back. Okay, and then we have what, call to action, and then activities session. So with a call to action, we're not going to add anything over there, but with the activities session, we type or enter all our activities that we have on the website. Of course, you can have as many activities that you want to have. Now I'm not going to write any description over there. I'm going to also disable the demo content, and then I'm going to choose my 4 activities that I want to display on the website. Okay, so activity number 1, hiking. Activity number 2, hot air balloon. Activity number 3, jungle safari. Where are you? Jungle safari. Activity number 4, sightseeing. Okay, so these are the 4 activities that I want to show on the. Of course, you can go up to 8 activities. Okay, but I want to only showcase only 4 activities over here. So let's hold on for it to all of them to load, and then I will click on publish. Okay, so now that I have this one also done, I'm going to go back, and then the last one is our blog session. Okay, so as you can see, we can tell stories about about our destinations and our trips, so that it will drive traffic to our website, and that is the purpose of blogs, okay, or post. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to do anything over here. We just enable the blog session. Okay, and then what we are going to do is, we are going to create some 3 blogs, or 3 or 4 blogs, let's say 3 blogs, and then it will automatically show over here. Okay, so now that we are done over here, we are going to go back. So now, as you can see, we need to tackle the how do you call it, the copyright thing. But if you go to footer, it gives you a chance to set your own footer copyright. But the thing is, if you set your own footer copyright, what happens is, it only how do you call it, it only replaces this one over here. Okay, but then travel booking by the WP engine will still be there, and then powered by WordPress. Okay, now if you want to remove it, then we have to install a plugin called footer copyright remover. Okay, so footer copyright remover to remove this one and then replace it with a different one. So we're not going to tackle this one right now. All what we need to do is, we've done creating our home page. Now let's take a look at how our home page really looks like. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is how our home page looks like. So now our home page is showing our content, okay, not the demo content. Very nicely done. All what in it is to only here, which needs we need to set up the articles or the post. Okay, now to create a post is not really big deal. Now let's go over here and then click on close. We close the customization section, and then I'm going to go to the dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to go to the dashboard, click on dashboard. Now we're going to go to what, post. Okay, now before that we have to create a page that will what, take all our posts. Okay, so let's go to pages, hover on pages over here, and then click on what, add new page. So click on add new page. So now we are creating the post page. Okay, the post page, and that is it, or the blog page. Okay, that will what, receive all the blog posts that we post. So we're gonna name it what, blog. Okay, we're just gonna name it blog. Now let me write it in small letters, so blog, and then I'm just going to leave it as it is, and then all what I'll do is to click on what, publish. Okay, so now that our blog page is set, now we have to go to settings over here, and then go to reading, and then set that page and link it to what, to the blog. Okay, so we want to tell WordPress that this is our blog page, put all our blog posts on the blog page. So if you go over there, this one is what, blog post page. So our post page is the blog. Okay, and then all what we need to do is what, to save changes. Okay, very good. So we are good to go. We have our blog page set up, everything is done. Now let's go to post over here, hover on post and click on what, add new. So we're gonna add new what, post. Okay, so now let's look at our website that we are looking on it to create our own Tor website. This is the post page, the post, or the latest articles that they have. Okay, so this one says what, enjoy the best in what, Europe. Okay, so what we're gonna do is what, just copy and paste some few things over there. I just want to show you how you can be able to what, create a nice blog post. So this one is what, enjoy the best in Europe, and then you can what, you can just copy some few. I just want to copy this one, and then I'll just repeat it because this is a dummy images. Okay, a dummy test. So I'm just going to what, paste in the test, paste in this few tests over here. Okay, so I'll copy this one. Okay, come over here, paste in, and then if I want to add an image, it's very simple. I click on this one, the add blog, and then I search for what, image. Okay, I search for image, and then I can what, upload or select the image from the media library. So I'm going to the media library. Okay, so I have a lot of images in the media library, so all what I need to do is what, select one of the images over there. Okay, and then I have the image what, pasted over here. Now of course you can play around with the image and know what you want to do, and then I can also add some few details to what, to end the whole thing. So basically this is how I can create a blog. Down after that I click on post over here. Okay, and then come to what, categories over here. Okay, now of course I have no category set. If I don't set any category, it's going to be under uncategorized. Okay, so I need to add new category, and the new category I'm going to say is what, Tor. Okay, and then I'll say what, add new category. I'll click on add new category, and then when it's done, our page or our post will be linked to this particular what, category over here. Okay, so basically it is what, it is created. Now what we need to do is what, to come over here and then set a featured image over here. Set a featured image for the post. Okay, so what featured image do you want to set for the post? You just click over here. We'll bring it to your what, your image media library. Now if you don't have the image over here, you can click over here and say what, upload files over here, and then select the file that you want. But I'm just going to choose an image over here. I'm going to choose this one, and then what, set the featured image for it. Now once it is set, once it is done, all what I need to do is to click on what, publish, to publish my post. So yes, I'm ready to publish. Now it is done. So we can what, take a look at how it appears on the what, on the front end of the website. So let's refresh the website, and then scroll down to where our poster. So as you can see, it is appearing over here. The same way you can do for all of them. Okay, so any post that you create will appear over here. So that is how you can be able to create a post on your website. Now, to make our website complete, of course, we need to set up our menu, and we haven't done it. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard, hover on appearance over here, and then click on menus. Okay, so we are going to set up our menus for the website to make our website really complete. So we don't have any menus over here. Okay, so we're going to set a new menu, and then so automatically this one is what comes out because of the pages that we have on it. Okay, so to set it up, what we're going to do is I'm going to delete some, and then maintain some over here. Okay, so I'm going to delete the checkout. I'm going to maintain the blog. Okay, so the home, activities, destination, all of them will be there, and then I'll remove the thank you page, I'll remove the sample page, I'll remove the terms and conditions page, I'll also remove this thank you page, I'll remove the traveler information page, and then instead of the trips search result, I'm going to say trips. Okay, and then trip types, okay, I can still make it there, I'll leave it there, and then I'll remove the all the other pages. Okay, now of course, if I want to have the dashboard, I can still make it like maybe my account. Okay, so that users can be able to log into the account whenever they are not logged in. Okay, so basically these are what I want to show. Okay, let me bring the blog over here, and then the last one will be the contact page. So I'm not going to create a contact page, I'm just going to use a custom link. Okay, so this one is contact. I'm just going to click add to menu. Okay, so that you know that this is how the menu is created. But of course, you can create a contact page for yourself. If you don't know how to create a contact page, I've done so many videos which show you how you can be able to create a simple contact page for your website. So let's click on create menu. Okay, very good. So our menu is created. Now we have a menu. Now we have to assign the menu to the location where we want it to be. Okay, and the location is the primary location. So we display it at our primary the header. Okay, so we click on save menu over here. Now if you go back to their website, okay, and then you can decide to refresh or purge the cache. Okay, it depends on what you want to do. Now let's refresh it and see if it is now working. So as you can see, we have our menu done completely. So as you can see, this is a complete website, step by step, of how you can be able to create your own travel and tour website with a free plugin. Okay, this plugin is basically amazing plugin, easy to use. You don't need to hustle around. Okay, the only thing that sometimes get me confused is after creating the trip, the booking doesn't show. But then I showed you the trick. It's very easy. Just make sure that you have done the you have set up your how do you call it, your primary pricing category. Okay, you set up one of those categories as your primary pricing category, and then it will take effect. So let me show you how you can be able to book a package as simple as that. So let's say I come to the website, and then I want to book a honeymoon package with my fiancée. Okay, I just click on honeymoon getaway. I see this one. Oh, I like it. Oh wow, to Dubai. Okay, it's very nice. So what I need to do is just go through everything that I want to go through. If I'm okay with it, all what I need to do is to check availability, set up the date that I want it to go. So let's say I want to set up next week, which is 24th August, and then I'll click on continue, and then within the packages, do you want this one or you want this one? Okay, So I just want 2 people. So just select 2 people. Now remember, this package is for 5 people. Okay, so I just want to adjust to people. So I just select for 2 people because me and my fiance, we're just 2. So we just proceed to check out. Now number of travelers should be at least 15. Okay, so definitely they said the number of travelers should be at least 15. So that is the deal over here. So make sure that let me go over again. Let me close this one and then come back to my trips. Okay, and then change the number of travelers from 50. We said 15, right? Yeah, from 15 to 2. Okay, so the minimum should be 2 and the maximum should be 50. Okay, so at least if 2 people book the ticket, the trip, they should be able to they should be able to go. We should be able to take them along. So number of travelers should be 2. Now if you want to make it like more than 2, or even like, let's say, more than necessary, make sure that it should be a group trip. Okay, it should be a group trip. I made these mistakes, that is why I'm correcting it over here. So we're gonna go to let me see, is it, yeah, this is the minimum age. Yeah, this one, minimum participant. Okay, so instead of 15, we should make it to 2. Okay, so save and then continue. Okay, now we're gonna update it. Okay, now let's come over here and then I'm going to purge the cache so that it will take effect quickly. I don't want it to say it's not taking effect. Okay, now let me go through again. So I check availability, I go to 24th, let's go, I pick the minimum, which is 2. Okay, and then I proceed to check out. Okay, so as you can see now, I can be able to check out successfully. Okay, so this is my checkout place. Okay, now guys, your checkout form, you can be able to or checkout page, you can be able to make it very nicely. Okay, now before I go ahead and even check out, let me edit the checkout place. Now I forgot to do this one, so make sure that you edit the checkout place, the checkout page, and then also the account dashboard page. Okay, make sure that you do all those things. Let it be full width. Okay, instead of it being having a sidebar and all those things, remove the sidebar from it, and then so make it no sidebar over here. Okay, so make it no sidebar, and then click on update. Now let me go to all pages again, and then I'm going to fix all those other pages that have sidebars. Okay, or that have sidebars. So I'm going to go to where again, yeah, so I'm gonna go to the dashboard. Okay, the dashboard over here. So edit it, come down, so scroll down over here, and then at the bottom side over here, just make sure that you check in the no sidebar, and then you update it. Okay, I'm gonna do same for the thank you page also. I'm gonna do same for the thank you page also. So with the thank you page also, I'm gonna go to edit. Okay, and then I'm gonna say no sidebar. Okay, so I don't want any sidebar for it, and then I'll click on update. Okay, very good. So now that everything is done, now guys, what I'm gonna do is I am going to pass through the same process again. Okay, so let's say I come to the website, and then what I need to do is search for some destination to Dubai. Okay, and then maybe activities and duration and all those kind of stuff, just destination to Dubai. Okay, and I say I'm searching for it. Now it will take me to this place. Okay, so I have a whole lot of this Dubai trips over here. So what I want is the honeymoon getaway. Okay, so the honeymoon getaway, I'll choose it, and then check all the details, everything that if everything is okay, all what I need to do is just check availability, and I want it to be next week. Okay, continue, and then pick the number of people I want to go with, which is 2 people. Okay, and then proceed to it to check out. Now as you can see, my checkout page is now looking very neat and clean. If I have a coupon code, I can add it over here, and then I can proceed to and fill in some few details that I want to fill in. Okay, so let's say I want to fill in this details over here, and then I can decide to book now and then pay later. So I'll click on book now and pay later, and then this is the thank you page, okay, for me. So as you can see, very nice and quick easy way to book a trip. Now after you book your trip, the admin or the owner of the website will also receive confirmation or a message that you have you've booked a trip. Okay, so when the person goes to all bookings over here, go to the back end of the website and go to all bookings over here, you see that there is this booking which happened 33 seconds ago. Okay, so the status is booked. Okay, and the the remaining payment is this one, the total cost is this one, then the person haven't paid anything. Okay, so you can check all the details of it. It's very simple to check. You can check all the the details, the person's billing address and all those things. Okay, and then if the person left phone number or an email address, you can contact the person. Okay, you can also contact the person. So if the person has paid, you can write paid over here, and then the payment type, and then the transaction ID. All of them you can paid it. So if you refund it, you can also refund it. If it is abandoned, you can if it's failed, you can do it. Everything that is it is it is done. Okay, so basically that is it. So guys, that's how you can be able to create this amazing tour website. Okay, this amazing tour website over here. This is how you can be able to create this beautiful and amazing tour website over here. Thank you for watching this video, and give a thumbs up to me. Please help me help my channel to grow, and I'll create very nice and beautiful videos for you guys to be able to help you also gain more skills and knowledge in web designing. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Bye bye.